My name is Aaron Davis, and I want to talk to you today about credit. Why credit? Because credit is what is used across multiple different venues when purchasing large ticket items. And the best thing for you when purchasing large items is to have a credit score that is going to be optimal to getting you the best financing options available. So getting an 800 credit score should be a goal of yours. What you will learn if you're not already familiar is once you get over about a 720 credit score, you're pretty much set. But it is very nice to have a goal and to work towards something. And so I want to share with you the steps that I use in order to get an 800 credit score and why I started with payment history first. So why do we start with payment history? Payment history accounts for 35% of your credit score. Not utilization, not the length of your credit, not the what else is it? Derogatory marks, and then and then the total number of accounts. Those are important, but they have a less percentage on your overall credit score than payment history. So again, payment history is 35%. Anything but 100% on-time payments is going to be bad for you. So if you have late payments, it's not the end of the world, but we do have to, of course, stop that type of behavior and get on-time payments. And then we have to water that late payment out with so many on-time payments so that it's significantly a minority on your trade lines. The last thing, or not the last thing, but again, you need many on-time payments to report. And I learned that once I got 250 on-time payments and zero late payments, that is when my credit score took a significant jump in increasing. And so I want to get you to that point if you don't already have 250 on-time payments. There's two options that you can do. You can either wait or you can have multiple trade lines to jumpstart, to speed up that process of getting yourself to 250 on-time payments. So again, my name is Aaron Davis. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm getting my feet into the YouTube and presenting and sharing content. And so I would really like if you could subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the video, and leave your comments below for any questions or concerns that you might have regarding credit scores. I do have other videos on entrepreneurship and finances that you can look through if you're interested, but I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the future regarding other videos. All right, let's talk right here. So again, you need to get 250 on-time payments. What I did, when I first started, I had about 20 credit cards. And what I would do with those 20 credit cards is I would go out every single month and I would charge something minor. Right here, as you can see, $10 or less. I'll buy a candy bar, Starbucks here, knick-knack items at the grocery store, and just get that credit card swiping. I wanted those charges to then report over to the credit bureaus as balances, and then again the following month on-time payments. The goal was again to get so many on-time payments, the goal of 250, so that it can show the credit agencies that I was good with credit. So again, you want to keep these charges very, very small. You're not trying to, when you look on your credit, it doesn't say that you made, on-time payments for $50 or more or $10 or less. It just says on time or late. Very plain and simple. So if you have a small payment, it's easier for you to maintain and it's less thinking regarding it. That's why I set up automatic payments. I didn't want to, of course, get any late payments. But again, I knew those charges were small, so I didn't have to worry about if I had enough money in the bank. If you start doing, you have 20 credit cards and you're charging $100, $200, $300 a month on each of these credit cards, that can get very scary and very dangerous fast. So keep the charges low, have multiple credit cards out, constantly swiping, set up automatic payments so you never miss a payment. And it is going to take some time. Again, 250, even at 20 credit cards times 12 months, that's 240. So my plan that I used was not a get to 800 in 30 days. I don't know how that's possible, and that's not the strategy, and that's not the process that I used. I used multiple credit cards to try to speed that up. You can go a little bit more courageous than I did. I did 20. You can try to get 30, 35, and speed that process up. But the faster you get to 250 on-time payments, the better for you. Now, back to if you do have a late payment. If you do have a late payment, I actually had one back in about 2000, whenever I was 19. So that would have been 2010. I had one late payment with American Express. It took me about 2 weeks to get that late payment removed from my credit. I had to call multiple times, talk to multiple people, Many times people said, oh no, there's nothing you can do. And finally, a lady was nice enough to remove that late payment since I had made so many on-time payments after. So if you do have a late payment, one or two, you might be able to get them removed. If you have numerous and multiple late payments, especially with the same credit card, that is going to be a problem, and it's going to be a lot harder to get that removed. If you can get maybe one or two removed, try to get the most recent, the closest to where you are. So say you had one a month ago, another one 3 months, and then another one 7 months. Try to get the one that was 1 month or 3 months away, because the further it gets, the less it starts to have an impact on your actual credit score. So again, work with the most recent problem in trying to remove that if you have late payments. But after that, it's just going to be set or sit and wait. And again, once you see that 250 on-time payments, that's when you're going to see the biggest credit score increase in my journey. And that's where I went from 690 all the way up to 750 just in 1 month by doing that. Kept my utilization low, but this particular presentation is going to be on payment history. I'll be doing one on utilization next so that you can review that and see some of the tips that I use. But again, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for listening to this quick presentation on payment history, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much.